Hey guys, Vilisink back again, Raid Shadow Legends, and in this one, we're looking at the dupe system, guys. Been long awaited for this to happen. We have a video. I have not watched it yet, so I figured it would be good to just experience it with everybody. And we will waste no time. This could go really, really good or really, really bad. Let's find out.
Of situations and identified a few key issues that different groups of players face. And because there were a few different situations and issues, we had to come up with a few different solutions. Something that applies more to newcomers looking to progress quickly, something that may be more useful for mid-game players looking to make the step up, and something that will be more beneficial to end-game players.
Okay, before we continue, the several solutions part for newcomers for mid-game and end-game so far sounds okay, because what we don't want is just one way of doing it. Every player would like a different way of doing it, so if you have multiple things coming up, that'll be pretty good. As long as it isn't just one very, very sad way to crush a champion, and there's a little bit of variety, everything should be alright with that.
With pretty bloated champion collections. We wanted to make sure there was a solution that everyone could potentially benefit from, no matter where they are in game. Alright, enough talk, let's get into it. You all know the sparring pit in your bastion, where champions bash each other on the head to gain experience. Well, it's getting an upgrade. The new Guardian Ring will still have all the functionality of the sparring pit inside, but it will also have a bunch of new mechanics, including faction guardians, champion empowerment, and champion unbinding. You won't know what those are yet, but don't worry, I'll take you through them all. Let's start with the feature the ring is named after, Faction Guardians. The Faction Guardians tab will let you assign duplicate champions of different rarities to become Faction Guardians. This means they'll boost the stats of all champions of the same rarity in that faction. When you first visit the tab, you'll see a list of all factions. Tapping on any of the banners will bring up a new tab with the duplicate slots available. Each slot gives a stat bonus to all champions of that faction and of that specific.
Okay, straight off the bat, I'm glad to see it's not just the legendaries. We've thought about pretty much all aspects here. We have rares, we have epics included in that, so if we're doing something right, yes, okay. It's not looking so bad so far. Yes, like 10% HP for a rare is actually pretty good. But let's see if we can just pick. Like if I want defense and I want HP, do I get it like that? Or do I just put the champions there? Or is it just a case of you fill one up and you got the next one? But yeah, they haven't ignored rares and epics, so yeah, not too bad so far.
Specific rarity. It's a bit similar to Great Hall bonuses, but faction specific instead of affinity specific. Slots are unlocked in order, so after you get your bonus to HP, you'll unlock the slots that can get you bonus stack, which will unlock the slots for defense, and so on. For example, let's say we have 2 Raglins. You'll be able to put them both into the first legendary Bannerlord slot and unlock a 10% HP boost for all legendary Bannerlords you own, including your Raglins, both of which you can still use. If you also had a pair of Barons, you can put them in the second slot that was just unlocked to get an attack boost, and so on. As I mentioned,
Okay, this is pretty decent. This is fair enough in a sense. We have to go HP attack, then to the resistance, to defense and speed. But the way of using duplicates for this one, if it's rares, epics, Legos, the champions that you use, you can essentially still put in here to become guardians. And that's a really cool idea, because for a long time we have wondered, well, why don't we have all Skinwalker, all High Elves, Dark Elves, Demon Spawn? So this feature here is looking really, really cool. I think any kind of percentage increase for, like, whether it's rare, epic, or Lego, I think they're all, yeah, no complaints so far. I mean, they've kind of clearly thought this through, and this can slightly give an edge to people with more champions, yes, fuller accounts, but there is an aspect of the newer player in this. So, again, no problems so far. They've thought of everything. Let's keep going.
And champions you make into faction guardians can still be used in battles. As long as you don't get rid of either champions, you'll get the bonus. And faction guardians aren't only available for legendaries. Epic and rare champions can also become faction guardians. Since you don't lose your champions when you assign them to be guardians, you can still use them. For new players, this means you can boost the stats of your rare and epic champions and bring them more in line with the strength of standard legendary champions that you're having to fight against. If you don't have many legendaries yet, this can be a big help in closing the gap and winning some harder fights in the arena or the dungeons. For mid-game players, this flexibility will help you conquer the arena or beat.
Yep, so I think I agree with what she said close to the end there, whereas if you don't have many Legos, which you won't if you're quite new on this, you are putting cash into it to buy shards. Only way you're going to get one. But if you don't, this could definitely help you in progression. This could help you in dungeons and everywhere. Just having that HP boost. You can basically, with any dupes of any champions, whether they're used or they're just vault watchers, they can all be used to help that faction and to help you. Yeah, well done. Can't believe I'm saying it, but I think that'd be a cool feature, like really, really cool feature. Looking forward to that.
Some of the raid's tougher challenges, like some of the trickier secret rooms in the Doom Tower. And as your collection grows, you'll be able to benefit from some pretty sweet stat boosts if you manage to summon a couple of duplicate legendaries. For endgame players, this means you can have your cake and eat it too. You can get the stats boost from assigning some legendary faction guardians and keep your duplicate champion available in case you want to build a second of a certain champions with this different artifact setup for a completely different role. And for everyone, no matter where you are in the game, bonus stats mean that all of you can be a bit bolder when experimenting with artifact setups. Okay, let's move on to our second option, champion empowerment.
Before we do, yeah, as you also said a minute ago, for the builds, just think of that extra 10% defense HP, the extra bit of speed, the extra bit of resistance for your cold hearts. You're getting extra accuracy. This could be a lot. This could actually make building a champion fun.
The principle is pretty simple. You select a legendary champion and feed them their duplicates to permanently empower them and give them a stat boost. You can do this up to 4 times. But keep in mind that you'll permanently lose the champions you used to empower another, so think twice before you do it. Like we said, we limited it. So while they can get...
So this, for me, if you ever played Exos Heroes, if anybody watching this video has played that game before, in Exos Heroes, what you will have is, there's a system, I think you can potentially do it 5 times. You can take the same champion, same rare. For instance, a Duchess, like she's doing Raglan, and in Exos Heroes, you would sacrifice that champion to make another champion a bit stronger. Yeah, this is a cool feature, but it's primarily definitely an endgame thing. Arena will be very interesting when you have like a +4 Raglan or like a +4 Candy. You're about to see a lot of these champions in the arena, and whether they're gold 4 or plat, it's going to be really interesting. But limiting to 4 isn't that bad, but I still think it could be pretty cool. I don't think I'll be doing it myself with any champions. Maybe I might maybe do a couple of epics to start with to see really if it's that much fun. But yeah, this is similar to Exos Heroes and maybe other games where you can use it. One of the same champion. Bless my cat. Feeling a bit sad for himself. He went to the vet. Lost my train of thought now, Stevie. Yeah, duplicate champions. Lost my train of thought. Let's just carry on for a minute.
A nice boost, you can't make them into unbeatable monsters. We want to make sure it won't throw game balance off. We also realize there are a few champions you can't ever get duplicates of. Lydia the Death Siren, Gumlock Skyhide, We're Soul Cage, and a few others. So that these powerful champions aren't left out of this feature, we've assigned other champions from their faction to act as their surrogate duplicates as far as empowering is concerned. For example, you'll be able to use Vilisink to empower Lydia. Anyway, the entire list will be...
Jesus Christ. Oh, this is too good. Sorry, this is too good. This is brilliant. You can use physics. Yeah, there's going to be like about a million raid players right now putting off a damn celebration because they now have a use for the 7 physics that they've pulled in void events. Oh, that's fantastic. You can have surrogates. So you can do physics for physics. And then because everybody clearly, yeah, this is brilliant. Everybody's made the joke. They've got loads of physics. So yeah, that's just funny. That made me laugh. I think that whether they meant to do that or not, that is just damn funny.
Available in the game once the Guardian Ring goes live. Finally, we have the Champion Unbinding feature that is also exclusive to Legendary Champions. In this tab, you'll be able to permanently release your Legendary dupes to get a special resource called Life Tokens. You'll lose those dupes forever, but you get a life token for giving them their life back. There's nothing fancy about the process itself. You choose a champion, triple check them to make sure you don't need them, then release them for your service to get a life token. From there, you go to the Token Trader tab and behold several shiny legendary champions that you can get using life tokens.
A very clever thing that they've done here is they have not told you how many life tokens it's going to take. If you have 7 mollies and you want to relieve a few, or 7 Duchess, 7 Roto, doesn't matter, Tomb Lords. I'm hoping she'll tell us how much we get, or an average of what we'll get, because I can definitely see this can have some paywall aspects to it. You may have Cernic at like maybe 10,000 life points. So you're going to have to kind of work up to get it, or you're going to have Sifi, or you're going to, if it rotates. I can see certain champions costing a lot less and certain champions costing a hell of a lot more. So, I mean, this is, I don't think I'm a fan of this so far.
Different legendaries will have a different price based on their power, and you only get each of them from the Token Trader once. With this feature, you'll be able to get rid of unwanted duplicates and choose a champion you do want from the Token Trader list instead. We're going to be making a variety of champions available from the Token Trader, including some you might have missed out on from Champion Fusion events if you weren't lucky enough to be playing Raid back then. Folly, Molly Tankard, Fushan, Minaya, and a few others will all be available. Oh, and it's the holiday season soon, so the very special, very jolly Sir Nicholas will be coming to town as well. That's about it for the video. Be sure to let us know how things go once you've had a chance.
So guys, that appears to be it. We have some pretty cool features. I think the Faction Guardians is a really, really good idea. I would never have thought of that. We deserve something similar to it, but I would never have thought of putting in 2 that champions you can still use, that you're not sacrificing, and you get a whole faction bonus. That's like super, super cool. Bit of a fan. I'm not so much into, like, let's take a champion and just destroy it by making another champion slightly better. Like, it may help people earlier progress if they're doing it with, 2 Archelists, but this is totally suited towards more the end game player. The people that do Plat Arena pushes, we're soon going to be seeing like level 4 Sifis, level 4 Rotos, level 4 Candies, Krisks, you name it. The life keys, I mean, it depends on the value. Every champion I know is going to have a different value, but the fear is you're never going to be able to buy anything because you're going to have to sacrifice so much. Be it through pooling shards, or you just have a lot of dupes. It's going to take a lot of champions to buy you that Sir Nick, or to buy you anything else. So, I mean, most of the video was actually better than I thought. There's a few aspects to this I'm actually looking kind of interested in. I do have some epics. I may sacrifice one for a life token and we'll see what happens. But I mean, 2 out of 3 ideally is not bad. I'm not a fan of empowering. The life tokens can go either way, but the faction Guardians is really, really cool. I'm proper kind of stoked on it. That's a bloody good idea. And when if Raid ever gave us a good idea, like the whole faction benefits, or the legendaries, or all epics, whatever. That's cool. Down below, guys, if you give this a watch along with me, just tell me what you think. Do you like it? Are you interested? Are you not? Do you not give a crap? Or interested to get big, like your faction guardians going? Just give me your thoughts on everything. I'll read every comment. I am Vilisink. Thanks for tuning in. Stay safe. Keep reading. See you in the next one.